had a weird dream the other night. It actually wasn't really much of a weird dream. It was more of a wish-fulfilling kind of dream. I had a dream the other night that I got married to my waifu. If you haven't caught my streams, I've mentioned this story a couple times. I had a dream that I got married to Marin Kitagawa from My Dress Up Darling, and I'm not entirely sure why I had this dream, or why this dream happened or came up, but it got me thinking about, like, why do people have waifus and husbandos and all that, and I realized, oh, I'm just lonely. and I was thinking about, like, I don't know, I just couldn't help but think about, like, this weird state that I'm in, where I've been kind of in this weird, like, state with dating, where it's like, I feel like I don't really, on the one hand, I really want a relationship, but on the other hand, I feel like I'm just so done with trying to date, and I've been so, like, discouraged, and I've been thinking, like, am I cooked? Is this pointless? Is this never gonna happen, no matter how I go about it, you know? Because, I mean, I'm doing all the right things, hypothetically. I mean, I smell nice, I hope. I shower every day. I take care of my hair. I take care of my skin. I also am really friendly, and I try my best to be really kind, and I'm a good listener, and I try to be empathetic, but I've been having this weird thing where I just feel like no matter what I do, people just automatically write me off and don't even, like, give me a chance. And I feel like the people that I do end up talking to, I always end up being, like, really weird. No offense to the people that I've talked to, but, you know, I just feel like I keep running into people who, like, are just really weird about it, and are really kind of just, like, don't tell me things that are really important, like, until it's way too late, and, you know, just, like, or just ghost me randomly out of nowhere, which, by the way, I feel like if somebody's gonna ghost me, I'm probably not super interested in them in the first place. But I've been feeling kind of this weird thing where, like, I'm just like, I want a girlfriend, but I don't want to date. You know what I mean? Like, I wish I could just skip all of the fucking, like, all of the small talk and all of the, like, will they, won't they, all of the fucking, like, are they gonna ever text me back, you know, or am I gonna just sit here and be all anxious about it, and just, you know, and I'm just tired of it. I'm just really sick of all of the fucking, just, like, the fucking, like, drawling, sort of, like, I just hate dating. I really hate the dating pool. I hate having to go out and try to meet someone new, and then talk to them and try to get to know them, and then it goes nowhere, and then I'm sad, and, you know, and just, like, over and over and over again. I'm starting to get into kind of, like, a state of, like, just kind of going through the motions with people, where I'm like, I'm not excited about dating anybody. I'm not excited about talking to any of the people that I'm meeting. I'm not excited about anybody that I've met, you know. I mean, I just can't, I feel like I can't find that spark with anybody, you know. I just feel like whenever I meet somebody, or I match with somebody, or whatever, it feels like I'm just talking them for the sake of talking to them, not because I'm, like, all that into them. And it feels like that's not how dating should be. I feel like I should want to talk to people. I should want to talk to this person, or, you know, I should want to get to know them. And I do want to get to know people, but, like, another thing is that, like, man, so many people I meet are just so boring, and so, like, just so uninteresting. I'm like, oh, what do you like to do? Oh, I like to watch TV and sleep. Cool, do you do anything else? No, not really. Oh, well, that's cool, I guess. I mean, you do you, boo, but I don't know. I'm just, like, I just feel like this weird kind of just like, I'm not excited about anybody, you know? And also, I feel like, going back to what I was saying, I feel like I have a lot of people that, like, write me off, like, immediately, before I've even, like, had the chance to, like, let them get to know me. I feel like I've been having this problem where, like, I feel like people won't let me let them get to know me, you know what I mean? And it's really frustrating, like, because I recently, like, I had this person, I had someone say to me, like, they never, like, they never ever wanted to talk to me before, but then one time, I was talking to them, and, you know, I was being funny, and I was making them laugh, and suddenly they opened up to me, and they're like, and they said something really interesting to me. They said, "Man, when did you get so cool?" And I was like, I've always been cool. I'm hilarious and cool, and I'm based as hell. I've always been this way. And they're like, "Oh, was I just always closed off to you?" And I was like, "I guess so." And it was kind of frustrating, honestly. I mean, it was hilarious, it was funny, and I laughed. But it was also kind of frustrating, because it's like, oh, I just always assumed that you were just an asshole, you know? And it's like give me a fucking chance, at least like 5 seconds, to just like show you that I'm a cool person. Like, I feel like people don't even, like, I feel like people just write me off before I even have the chance to get to know them or talk to them. And I feel like people just always assume weird things about me. And I'm like, no, I'm cool. I'm nice. I'm empathetic. I'm compassionate. At least I try my best to be kind and compassionate. You know, I don't want to be weird or an asshole or creepy. I try my best to be the opposite of all those things. And but I feel like people just won't talk to me sometimes, you know? I've been having this weird thing where, like, I feel like every time I try to talk to people, they're just so disinterested, and people just are, like, all on their phones when I try to talk to them, or they're so, like, they're just like, why are you talking to me kind of attitude, you know? And I feel like at this point, like, I recently had somebody who was like, it was like a girl, and she was just being really nice to me, and it was just like, it like threw me for a loop, because I was just like, you're being so nice to me right now. Like, is that even, like, that can happen? You know? People can reciprocate my kindness back to me? Like, that's, like, that can happen? Like, I was just so shocked, you know, that this person was nice to me. And you know, I don't know, it's just like, it's just so, I'm in such a weird place where I feel like, I don't know, I wonder sometimes, it's like, am I the weird one, or is everybody else weird? You know what I mean? It's been like this weird thing where I feel like I'm in a weird, like, I literally live in a weird place where everybody's just weird. You know, I mean, I live in Utah, so that might be part of it. But everybody here is just so weird about things, you know? It's just like, people are just so, like, awkward and really, like, judgmental about everything. And it makes dating really hard, because everybody here is Mormon, and that kind of makes everybody really, really judgmental, and people are hard to talk to, and I feel like where I live, it's like, if you don't fit the mold, then people don't want to talk to you, and it just is really frustrating. And I don't know, I'm just been really frustrated with people in general. I've been really frustrated just, like, all around. I've been having a hard time just, like, I mean, I'm easy to get along with, but, like, I've been having a hard time, like, finding deeper connections with people just in general. I think that's what it's really coming down to, is, like, I'm having a hard time, like, finding deeper than surface level kind of relationships with people. I've been having a hard time, like, making really good friends and stuff. I mean, I have, like, one person that I hang out with consistently, and I mean, I prefer having a few really deep connections over, like, 100 shallow connections. But, like, the thing is, like, I only have one person that I'm really, like, that I hang out with, that I have a deep connection with. I mean, I have my family, and I have a deep connection with those people. But like when it comes to friends, I only have like one really good friend that I hang out with constantly. And it's kind of like, I don't know, I just feel like I feel like every time I meet somebody or every time I try to talk to people, I feel like I hit a wall. Like, I feel like I'm butting my head up against a brick wall every time I try to get to know someone. It's like people just won't open up, you know? I feel like everybody's in their shells and everybody's kind of, like, even the really, like, extroverted people are kind of all closed off, you know? And it's like, how do I talk to any of you? How do I talk to people? I know how to talk to people. I'm good at talking to people, but I just can't get past this brick wall with people, you know? And I feel like every time I talk to people, it's all surface level and it's all just small talk, and I just hate it, you know? I really hate small talk. I want to have deep conversations with people, but I just feel like I can't, like, get to that point with anybody, you know? It's just really, like, people, like, especially Gen Z, like, people my age, I'm having a really hard time, like, getting to know people, or just, like, talking to people. I think Gen Z as a whole is really bad at communication. I actually made a whole video about it. It was my last video that I made, and, by the way, if you like this video, go and watch that one. That one's probably gonna be a lot more edited than this one. This one I'm kind of just gonna put footage over and then just, you know, call it a day because I need to get something out to meet my deadline. And also, this is kind of how I used to make videos before I started, like, editing them a whole lot. And don't get me wrong, those videos are fun to edit, but also, you know, I don't have enough time to do big videos like those all, like, 24/7, so probably gonna do more of these lately. But anyway, yeah, I don't know, I've just been having this hard, like, time, like, I feel like, and what's funny is I have a much easier time talking to people that are, like, way older than me. You know, I've always been able to talk to people that are older than me. I feel like part of that is because, like, I grew up with older siblings. Like, I'm the youngest of 4, and I feel like I never, like, growing up, I always had a hard time talking to people my age, you know, because I just never felt like I could connect with people my age. I felt like I could never really, like, I never really was able to, like, get what they, like, people just my age just always cared about things that I just couldn't care less about, you know what I mean? And I always felt like I felt like I was kind of like, I've always been a deep thinker, I guess, and so I guess I always felt like, as a kid, I always felt like other kids were kind of just had kid brain, and I was kind of just like a deep thinker, and I always thought about things that nobody else thought about for some reason. And not that, like, other people were dumb or anything, but just that I just thought about, I was an overthinker pretty much, you know, as a kid. I was an overthinker about everything. I still kind of am an overthinker. It feels like with some people are just so vapid that it's just like, it's almost impossible to have deeper conversations with people, you know. And I'm trying really hard not to make it sound like, oh, I'm just so much better than other people, you know, but it's just, I don't know, this is something I've been frustrated with for a long time. Well, it's funny because, like, I've just been in a weird place where, you know, I feel like lately, like, had to just deal with being by myself and just learn to be okay with being by myself, and I feel like it's been so long since I've been in a relationship, or that I haven't just been by myself, where now it feels like almost weird to, like, potentially be in a relationship, or almost like, it almost feels kind of scary, not gonna lie, to be in a relationship, you know. It feels like I feel scared because it's like, I don't want my heart to get broken again, you know what I mean? It feels like such a big thing that it's like, I feel like I'm just gonna get my heart broken again, and I don't want to deal with that. But also, I'm lonely, and I don't want to be by myself all the time. you know, and it's just weird. I just feel like, like, on the one hand, like I said, I want to be in a relationship, but on the other hand, I don't want to date people, you know what I mean? I don't know, I'm just a little frustrated with people in general lately, but I don't know. If you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like and a comment and subscribe and all that. I know it's really annoying when people say all that shit, but it actually does really help my channel when you like and subscribe and comment. It really boosts my videos and it helps me boost my career and do fun things like YouTube instead of working in food service. And I'm hoping to get to 1,000 subscribers, so if you guys can help me out with that, if you guys want to help me boost my career, that would be really helpful. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope me just rambling on about things I've been feeling is at all interesting, or you guys enjoyed it at all. But I hope you guys have a good day, and I hope you guys enjoyed my video. Bye bye.